just seems a bit lower than normal tonight. And welcome to the stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Hyperia. Hold on. Hyperia's 6 month documentary. I don't know if I would say documentary. Welcome to a very interesting live stream where Hyperia officially opened 6 months ago today. I'm sorry about the introduction. That was the worst I've done for my introduction. It's a good thing it's live stream so you can actually see it's not really perfect. But tonight I felt like it was necessary to do a content live for you all where we can discuss 6 months of crazy moment of being Hyperia officially open to the public 6 months ago. And this time 6 months ago, not only is opened, but it was a little bit lighter. So yes, today is about sharing your memories and the day where the awesome day that which never will be ever repeated again. And I felt like occasional time I got this hoodie. I bought so many merch for Hyperia. I don't need to explain how much I've got because yeah, it's been part of my life. So welcome to everyone on the stream. And Hyperia has officially opened 6 months ago today, which was, it's crazy. It really is crazy to think 6 months later, I woke up this morning and just got on a bus and I looked on my Instagram, Facebook, and all I saw was Hyperia POV and Thorpe Park said it 6 months ago. I was like, oh my gosh, it is as well. So yeah, I don't know how you all feel, but yeah, it feels like 3 months ago to me. And quite a sad day for me, Hyperia opening day, because it was truly officially said that it was a different day, a day that I won't forget. It was a truly unique day for me and Jag to be obviously updates for a long time. And yeah, it just felt emotional day because obviously I was on a one show beforehand. I was a part of it, and I literally, I just cannot believe it. 6 months today, the craziest imagination day of the most happiest day of my life. Sad day and sad evening because I know that will be it. No more updates, just pure normal again. And it was just quite surreal moment. I couldn't imagine what that feeling would be like. It was quite tough to take it all in, and it was the first time to watch people's reactions on there and knowing I've been on it beforehand and taking it to account that, what this run meant before public. It was so hard to keep a secret of what it was like until people got to ride it. And obviously the one show promoted it so we could discuss it on opening day and what it was like. And we were just delighted, really. But yeah, I don't think I will ever see a day like that again. But yeah, before I discuss about my day, I thought let's check out your comments to start with. So good evening. Hey Dom, hello, good evening. Yeah, doing well, thanks. Still remember it's opening day. It felt like yesterday. It really does feel a while. I mean, yeah, it's a long time. 6 months though. It's mental, isn't it? Best of the season atmosphere. Oh, I gotta say, the atmosphere you can't beat like that. It was just pure good. So much energy, so much atmosphere, so much cheer, so much happy days. I wish there was days like that. I don't think I was saying to the directors and management team because I met up with them about a month or two later after the success of opening. Obviously they were trying to sort things the day after and all that for a few weeks. I just basically got to meet and discuss and explain how things are and how life has been since, because obviously they know the fans of the channel and obviously enthusiasts who've been following the channel. I think it's got to be said, and even they still think that is one of the greatest opening roller coaster days you ever won't forget, and I don't think we will ever forget it. It's really weird to describe the day because it really was just pure joy, happiness, just pure emotions. I mean, for me, it was just pure emotional from start to finish. At the end of the day, just couldn't believe it was the last time to do something big to promote, and I'm just lost for words that day. It was just the happiness, emotions of wow, and interviews about their thoughts about the ride, and to be part of something that I believed in, something big and something I wanted, just felt right. It was really, really good. I remember I was emotional in Wetherspoons that later that night, about 11 o'clock. I just couldn't believe it's the end. And I just lost it completely, knowing that that's it. I won't be getting up early, won't be do updates like that, quite like that for, well, it won't be like that again. But I'll do what I can do as the best of the future, really. But yeah, I really cannot explain about the merch as well. The opening day, limited edition merch. Oh, man. First public rider, get the piece of merch. I cannot believe the success of this ride. And every time the ride opened, I was just, the weirdest thing. 2 to 3 months, I was just on Hyperia. Well, 2 months into it, I was just like, you know what, Hyperia is just the greatest thing. 6 months into Hyperia Day 2025. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. It's got to be said, Hyperia. Also, got to do some anniversary videos in time, but there is some special place for Thorpe Park. I have now Hyperia, Mac rides to get Hyperia UK's tallest and fastest and the most comfortable seats. It was a package I wanted to see at Thorpe Park. It was dispatching trains with bag luggages open closed. That was so generally the coolest thing, and Thorpe Park needed it. Generally, for the moment I saw these plans and all the speculation, the people moan about the layout was so short, but actually nobody thought about the reality and how it could imagine. I just felt like people were ungrateful what they were getting. Yeah, I think people still say to this day the layout's short, but the reaction of the ride was just, oh my word. I think it proves to a lot of people how good the ride is. Some people might disagree, but that's their own opinion. But it doesn't matter about that. It's about if you like the ride or not. I like it. I mean, it's truly the greatest ride at Thorpe Park now. And Stealth at the time still is good ride. And I went by how big Stealth was, but nothing to Hyperia though. The amount of crowd of people. Yes, everyone goes to the opening days for new rides, but Hyperia, my word, have I ever seen like that? Went to opening day for Mandrill Mayhem last year for Republic Day. It was good, busy, but nothing like Hyperia. I still think Hyperia is the greatest things you could ever be part of. Something I've just been part of a dream to support that ride and to witness the tallest coast in the UK, to set a record with, it's mad, really is. But yeah, what are you saying then? There won't be a party. So I'm saying, still remember it's open like it was yesterday. Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah. Mandrill Mayhem. I would say Mandrill Mayhem, right, this year was my top 2 ride of the year this year, Mandrill Mayhem. Because I obviously went to Chessington early on in the late of the season, so I think I went there September, October time. Oh wow, it's Mandrill Mayhem and Hyperia are my top 2, but Hyperia is definitely the best one this year. Never seen quite a day like this to say, but those 2 rides are truly wow. I hope they do a massive party. I'm sure Thorpe Park will do something on socials about the anniversary day. I'm sure there might be videos about the opening day. But yeah, I generally can't believe. Yeah, it was quite a surreal day. But the merchandise is this year all about Hyperia. Next year's going to be another good year for Hyperia merch, I think. Professor Burb, I've got one here. Here he is. Yeah. So, yeah. How do you think we should celebrate Hyperia's first? Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. I'm actually tell you all something. 6 months later, compared to the first day where we were this time 6 months ago, I was going to say this time last year, was watching being built. This time 6 months ago, I was actually queuing my last ever ride of the day, and yeah, I'm literally can't believe I'm saying this, but 3 hour queue to ride Hyperia was truly well worth it. I know people say it's a long time, but when you think a day opening with happy joy emotions, it was truly a special gift. Whereas 3 hours on Fright Night this year, I didn't get that vibe. 3 hour vibe in the main queue line Fright Night for Hyperia wasn't like opening day. That opening day was special. That was truly, yeah, it was really well worth it. What's it like? I just cannot believe it. Like, it's mental. But yeah, we're very lucky to have it. When Jack did his event to do Hyperia, front row, my last ever ride, front row in the dark. That's special because that was my last ride on the front row. But yeah. Do you have any more big plans with Thorpe in the future? I think I'm talking to Thorpe Park later in the week, so I don't know what to expect really. Yeah, sort of right. It's going to be 15 years old soon. I think you may find it has been 15 years old. 16. Yeah. Yeah, see, again, sort of ride. I remember that was a big franchise opening with most visitors attendances. And yeah, the franchise was big. I seen it somewhere when it opened, but I couldn't think where. And it was based for the films. And I think it was the first thing by Merlin to do a horror coaster, which it still is, I believe, to get a horror themed movie coaster. So yeah, it's what it is. So yeah, it's crazy. I remember saw open 2009, Tidal Wave 2000. That will be 25 years old next year. What else? Detonator 2001 and Vortex and Zodiac 2001. 2002 Colossus, Nemesis 2003, Nemesis Fetish, I'll say. Slammer 2005, Summer Boy 2004. So yeah, there's some classics are now getting on a bit now, but when you got Hyperia has dominated with heights and new challenges, and yeah, looking at other rides, it's mad, isn't it? Swarm 2012, backwards 2013 into 2015. Some Celebrity Maze 2014. Yeah, it's alright. Is still 2025? Nah, it's turning 19 next year. Did Hyperia have the longest roller coaster queue in UK history? They only, I think the longest one was Corkscrew at Alton Towers because it went on for a long time. So yeah, Corkscrew is probably the longest for queue line. Nemesis Reborn was quite long, but I think it was very close between Hyperia and Nemesis Reborn because people were queuing up for 4 hours. But I've got to say, Hyperia is probably the biggest queue line opening. Some people were queuing for 7 hours at one point, and I was the first public train with the Club 236 as well. So, yeah, that was a special moment. Filmed a one show doing that, press night, and then can't believe it really. I can't believe it. I think Thorpe Park's going to open 28th of March, I believe. It's on the website now. If you look at opening times for next year, just keeps scrolling to find March. It tells you there. So yeah, I set it off. I remember setting it off from near Blackpool on the 23rd of May, and then watched the Wanted with your first ride, and straight after I spent £60 on. Oh my goodness! Wow. I think the queue line went outside, like there was queues just a long way. So it was the first of its kind. So there was a big documentary about it, and yeah, because it's nothing done in the UK and done like it before. It's just causing queues. So yeah, and what you see that corkscrew is where when you go in for your tickets now. So that's what it is still to this day. Excuse me. That's where 13 used to be. Yes, I think Full Bug want to try and get Hyperia Resins out next year. They were due, but no, they have to hold that out for now. But yeah, well, we definitely should be seeing one next year. So yeah, Hyperia officially opened 6 months ago today. I couldn't believe it's like I said, I went on the bus this morning, saw they posted 6 months. I said, I was like, oh my gosh, it is. So it's crazy. I was like, oh wow. But yeah, who was there on the opening day? I think it was over 7 hours. Yeah, it was definitely more than that, wasn't it? What I do miss about making videos is like they were getting thousands of views, whereas now I don't get much views for much things now. Oh wow. So I'm just trying to get this link for the channel of my opening day video of Hyperia. There we go. Let's try to get this out. Yeah, there we go. Opening day of Hyperia. So at the top of it, it says opening day of Hyperia, which was 6 months ago, so you can check that out. I mean, I can't believe it. What has been your favourite? Oh, actually, let's do that one here. Hold on. Right, here we go. I call question view. This is for everyone to do. I'll put, what's your favourite row for Hyperia this year? So get 13. Is Jack still making that documentary about Hyperia construction? Oh yeah. Oh, he's definitely doing it. He's been talking about doing it for a while. So looking forward to see what he does. Interesting. I think it's going to be a world-class documentary to be part of something like Hyperia. And I didn't get a chance to get the front row of Hyperia. So that was a shame. Next year, definitely get a front row for it next year. So yeah, always next year. Yeah, I personally, I don't know how to express about the season. It was just like the moment I always had in mind. Once Hyperia opens, it's open to anyone. Plus, the season's going to be flow by. The amount of times I was going to be there to ride it, to enjoy it even more. An excitement of getting back and going often now to be on that. it's just amazing feeling. And it's crazy. It really is crazy to imagine. I just, yeah. I've got memories. I've got a good place for my heart now for Thorpe Park for them. I'm glad I was part of it. To be documenting the updates of Hyperia was something that I have to admit, if I didn't do the updates, I would seriously regret it. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I've always had in mind, I know for theme park worldwide, done their constructions on site with Portland's Park, and they've done Vintage Dragon Man as well. But I expected Jack to be on construction site at some point with his videos, but I didn't think I was going to be on site until 2023 in October. The opportunity happened, and I thought, no way. But I've always said to myself that would be brilliant to be part of something. I always loved to be on site just to be doing updates from a certain point of the area of construction. And the park have trusted me, they allowed me, they want to see updates, and they were loving it. So it's thanks to the park who allow me to do updates as well. Not just, I don't know who else to thank. There's so many people I need to thank mainly behind this. So, yeah. I'll go to Thorpe Park for the first time next year. Do you have any tips for beating my fear on the tall coasters? Start with flying fish. Then do like Nemesis Inferno. Well, do the Walking Dead first. Start with a pace of speed thrills, and then Nemesis Inferno. Do the Swarm, then Stealth. Stealth, yeah. And then when you're ready, Hyperia. So yeah, definitely try have a go when you get a chance. What was it like being up close to it when you saw it going down for the first? What was it like being up close to it when you saw it going down for the first test? I think. Well, it was meant to happen. Well, it happened Wednesday, didn't it? It was meant to be Tuesday, but the wind destroyed the day that we were all standing around waiting and waiting. So and someone said to me tomorrow because the wind was less. So I was like, right, I need to be there. So I got it. I was already off, so I came down. The excitement and the atmosphere was electrifying. But yeah. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's why people went Project Sparkle, because people want to go on construction site, so they were part of it. It was very, very, very unique experience. But obviously, I was on construction site where you've done, but I was kind of doing it when they were building it, and that was quite unique because I got to watch it how they put it in, how they were doing it. It's crazy. I was filming, I was watching every single workers. I thought, you know what, I got to capture what they were putting in was interesting. Like the concrete was going in, and the base of a lift tool, that was where I was keeping an eye on. I was like, oh, I have to get this shot because that was where the lift tool bays and the structure will be taking place a very short while. But yeah, I remember the builders came up to me, the two different organisations said to me, right, we're working from that end first to get it complete, then we work about this end of it. It was like a yo-yo. And the last piece they said was the final quest, which it was what they said to me back in October, August time. They said they were doing that last bit was the last quest to be last thing. So yeah. So I was very fortunate to be at the energetic mindset of being there at the time. But yeah, it was exhausting, very exhausting. But obviously now we're near Christmas 2024. I feel so much relaxed, more appreciate now. I'd have to keep getting up early. But I do miss the updates, but I do miss giving the updates in some way I won't forget. It was the UK's tallest and fastest, so it had to be done. So I'm so glad, I'm still glad to be part of something that will always be part of my life, really. If anyone asks me what is it like, I can actually explain what that routine was like, and it won't be like that again. Definitely not like the opening day. It'd be like it was good. Obviously, it's going to take years to beat that, but yeah, we're very lucky to have this design and very lucky to have what we've got, really. Something worth 12 years of waiting since Swamp. I just can't get my head how we've got it. I still can't get it. Like, it's like, it's at Thorpe Park. It's crazy. And people around the world, America, Europeans, and many other people travel down just to see and ride it. I think it's well documented ride, so well worth to put it to another standard level. Did you do the 4D? No, I didn't this year. I'm not really into 4Ds, to be honest, but I have to say it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't really judge it because I wasn't actually experiencing it. But people say different things, but just got to accept it, really. On the able to. 1 second. What did I just say? On Hyperia TV advert was with it. I watched it from the first day on. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I remember I did a live stream at this time last year. I remember something got mentioned to me saying we're doing something special tomorrow. So I was like, oh, it's something to do with screens. And they went, yeah. I spoke to John Burton on it, and he said it was nearly an RMC with a different layout. It was, yeah, it was going to be an RMC, but obviously it was going to be quite different. If it was an RMC, do you think it will be as special as it is now? Oh, I think it will be special because people in the community want an RMC. But you got to think, Hyperia's got the UK's tallest and fastest record. So, yeah, there's different marketing ways to get people in the park. And, yeah, I'm glad we've got what we've got. RMC, if we do, it's going to blow people's minds one day. But yes, it was going to be very close to be an RMC. Like, there was so much speculations, but back rides was a good choice. Not saying RMC is a good idea because I've never been on one. But yeah. Did they ever plan to have a queue line around the platform 15 route? I don't think it was meant to be. If they did that, I think, I don't know. If they did the route, I just don't know. It could have a safety and saw the right queue line. It just wouldn't be possible, really. So, no, health and safety, ride operations, that's the important thing. Safety is first. Hopefully, they bring back splashdown for working for. I think there will be sorting things like that out now as the close season's underway. Yeah, it only lasted for about a month and a half or two, and that was it. And yeah, I don't mind what it is, but I think effectively everyone was expected to see splash effects going all around. But yeah, see what happens. Obviously, the trim was always planned to do that, so not just about the splash effects, but just slow the car down, train, shall I say. But yeah, it's all good though. Do you know what? I mean, we're not talking about what happened there now, we're talking about the good stuff, basically. Yeah, I think interesting times for Hyperia now. It's all about riding as many times you can, really, and I personally can't wait to get myself sorted, to get renew my annual pass, get back on it. I'm just waiting to see what 2025's got installed. But I have to say, 2025, it's going to be very, very different times again. But yeah, very exciting future with Merlin. Obviously now I know this is not to do with Hyperia, but Merlin have got a partnership now with Minecraft. But that's another day to discuss about what could we expect. But yeah, I think the build up for the new season will eventually will start from February and all that. I don't know what to expect for next year. I really don't know, but it's exciting times. Are you going to Chester Wintersteel to Mandurah at night? I need to really decide in December what I'm going to do. So at this time, it opened yesterday for thrills and it seemed like it went well. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Slammer works, obviously it is going, and yeah. It's like we'll just wait and see what happens because it's going to be removed and it will be what it will be. I mean, yeah, it's going. Slammer will be going. They need to keep me in speculation to what happens because I have no idea. We just need to appreciate that now we're moving forward where Hyperia is taking it to new levels now, new heights and new future development of creativity with new rides. I think we need to think that Hyperia was such a success. Let's see what's next in line at Thorpe Park. Obviously, it will be a different season next year, but we have to look at good times still. And I can't even get over this 6 months, you know. So, yeah. Let's check your votes. I've put what's been your favourite way. Here we go. It will come up in a minute. I said to all of you, what was your favourite row for Hyperia this year? 75% back. Front row 25%. Middle, none. Interesting. For me, it's front row, back row, all the way, right hand side. I always like it. Every row had its own comfort, kind of vibe, but you also get which side felt better, left or right. People like the back right hand side. But for me, every row had to be the right hand side. Only because there's something about that right seat every time an outer bank turn just whips you over that bit. And I don't know what it is. Not only that you go up and it twists, but it's when you go underneath it, you're underneath yourself before you know it. It's incredible. Left hand side is great, but left hand side, I think, when you come out the station cheering to the crowd, that gets me. The most infamous moment when me and Jack did the one show and I was letting it all out. It was just so exciting. I never felt this relief, excited for something that, you know, I've been full park so many years, but that was special. I knew I was going to be on it, but it was so hard to let it all. I was like, come on, and all that, you know. So good. I did back row at the last train of 6 stones unlocked. That's cool. Yeah, I'll go talk about Minecraft another time because we have to wait and see which park is getting Minecraft. Because at the moment, I'm talking about Hyperia, but we're talking about the good future times later. But talk about what's happened in this last 6 months, maybe. But personally, I think a lot of people regret seeing the first trend, but you can't always attend to every single thing that rumoured to be this day or that day. It's like, yeah, I think people get funny if they can't get the time off to do things, but we can't always do those things. There's things in my head. I'm being very fortunate. I've been very lucky. In the times during my off days and knowing that those were possibly the days it's going to happen, or the deliveries and last piece of track, I was just, oh my word, I was just lucky. I was just in luck, really. But yeah, I just feel like the opening day of Hyperia was just a special day. A lot of people went to Nemesis opening, and all the media contents and the vibe, the pictures I was seeing, the merchandises. I was like, whoa! Like the quality of the merch have stepped up in Merlin this year. And when Thorpe Park said to me, "Wait to Hyperia shop," after 10, oh no! And I knew I had to wait for that opening day for Hyperia. And the moment I got to the press night for Hyperia, that was my ambitious all the way. I wanted to launch a UK's biggest coaster represented for the UK, not just for the channel, but just, meant a lot. Oh, the merch I was seeing, I was like, oh, people are going to love this. And I saw the limited edition hoodie before public got to see it, and people at press night were able to share it to the world what they're going to be, well, what they're going to release on opening day, and people were just getting excited. I was very fortunate to have the opening date one. Yeah, it was like 100 being made, and it was so demanding. Yeah, but yeah, it was just amazing. The shop was just. I mean, they had to supply more things, and like they had to get some more items. Had to contact the supplier, and they had to wait either 2 to 3 months to get those original products back. And yeah, they made such a success. It was crazy. What the shop was just empty. They had to keep the stock in it, and people were just buying it. I think it was unbelievable day. It was just so good, and yeah, I can't believe like online now. I'm looking on eBay when people search Hyperia. Um, that's crazy. If you look on eBay, you search Hyperia, you cannot believe it. Like, you got people selling ridiculous things that you don't really need to, because it's a memorable thing. UK's tallest record-beating coaster. It's crazy. That has changed my life this year. It really has. Do you think they opened the exit path by the lake behind the shop like they originally planned? No. I think the thing with that now, I think it was all to do with budgeting and getting the time where the final couple of weeks of the preparation for the opening and press night was just so rushed. Not rushed, but in my opinion, it was like they had to do it before that date. Once they announced the date, yeah, I remember they announced the date. There was a full park outside, the toilets and the construction wall where they're going to reveal this date reveal. And I remember got excited, but I looked at the construction site, I was like, they better get this on time. And I remember construction workers said to me, Dom, don't panic, you're going to see it. And wow, I remember the last week or two, they had to stay longer to make sure they got what they got sorted. And that press night just, oh my word, they did it right. And the funniest thing for me, to take it all in, they were still in their construction uniform. And when I got to the hotel, went to the press and done all that, getting drinks, as we went round that corner to the main plaza, I was like, wow. Like all smart, all dressed nice casually, just being there. I was like, oh wow, it was like a transformation in 2 hours. Just wow. I still can't even believe that point, to be fair as well. I just remember the emotions were kicking in. The moment I got to the plaza with Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain and your experienced guide and celebrities behind me, we're like second row, the front, following the performers who are going to be performing, opening for the CEO of Merlin. It was quite a jaw-dropping emotion moment. And that's why I couldn't believe it, really. It was just amazing effort. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what's your memories of Hyperia for this year? Comment below. For me, it's everything, just the atmosphere was just so good. But yeah. What's everyone saying? Come on, let's have your comments. This is your night as well. We want to talk about the memorable experiences of Hyperia. And yeah, I'll check Full Park's season opening as well. Yeah, it's quite weird to think. Yeah, the season's just flown by. Opening dates, opening times, shall I say. Full Park opens again for the new season on the 28th of March, 10 to 5. Following day, 10 to 6. And yeah, it's going to be quite interesting one because there might be some dates are closed one of the days. So yeah, just keep an eye on the app and times. Keep checking that. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Excuse me, yeah. So just basically look on the website, check out for opening times and closures, because Full Park majority open most days this year than they probably did before, but they've also introduced some closed dates this year. So yeah, just bear in mind, check before you book, because you want to make sure you've got time off and been as well. So like October, for example, there's 2 weeks, like Monday to Wednesday, 6th to the 8th, and you've got 13th to the 15th. But then you got extra day, which is the 9th of October, is also shut. So please check on opening times to be sure that you're free that day and get your chance to be out there as well. I just would highly recommend you all to think about it now, plan your holiday, be there, and just go enjoy Hyperia. Opening day for Hyperia is definitely opening some style. I remember with Club 236, I was with Peter, who came second, who offered me the seat. I offered him to be part of my personality in return for allowing me to be the first public train with him. And it was brilliant. So I thanked him and enjoyed it. So yeah, we've had some real good times together. Met in Monk's Walk a few times when it's been built. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. I really am grateful to know. I can't describe my life this year and the last few years to be part of it. So yeah. Are they ever put in the front row queuing on? So, I never got a lot of room, but I don't think they are planning to do it. I don't think. I think problem is if I start doing front row queue, there'd be more delays with the backlogs for people behind the queue line, and there'd be arguments. That's probably why they're not doing it. I think it's for the best, really, because people will get argumentative. There'd be holdbacks. There'd be people want to do the same things, and it's just not worth it. It stresses people out, and capacity of loading people per hour. That's the ambitious as a business to make sure how many could we put people per hour, and that's the challenge of why they have to operate this wide. See if it's successful. Could they push it to new achievements? Could they beat the records of their per hour plan? That's all about capacity. How many could they do in an hour? And that's the important thing. I remember watching the POV for the first time and just wish I could experience all the amazing elements like that Outer Bank. It is an amazing Outer Bank. It's unbelievable, the design of it, and yeah. When the plans got revealed, I was like, "That's Outer Bank." I still got pictures I saved from the consultation for what they produced. But yeah, oh blimey, I can't believe it. 2021 was the time where we all wanted something. There was something going around. There was something going in the air. Something being mentioned that there's teasers around attractions, and eventually, yeah, they did it. What was Hyperia's ride capacity? Was it like, I can't remember now. I remember they tried something, but yeah, has Thorpe Park are playing on the Hotel Future? I hope they film some Hyperia now. I really can't really say if they are or not. There's rumours about it, but I really don't think I should be discussing this for something I don't really know what the plans are. I know I've seen speculations from the enthusiasts, but in terms of like, in my opinion, I don't have the rights to say what I think of it because people get excited and I can't really say much because if they do, they do. But with investments, new rides, I take it very exciting, or at least I prepare for something cool on the way. But when announced UK's tallest coaster, Hyperia, which is Project Exodus code name, oh wow, they finally did announce the coaster, and everyone was like, oh, finally! But when we saw the layout, it was just like, yeah, it may be short layout, but the ride, whoa, that's something. But obviously, they had a few layout designs, I believe, and the best one was the one we've got now. So the one from Attraction Source, they did a Q&A session with the Mac team and explain what they were in the project were like, what ideas they had, and Merlin Magic Maker got involved to suggest what they want to see. I think the one you've seen and what it is in reality today, yeah, they got it right. They got the one they needed, and I think, yeah, you got hypercoasters that just do air hills and a little bit interesting twists and turns, but nothing like this one. I think, yeah, I think we've got to appreciate more about, when you got short layout, but taking it quite a new height level of inversions and twists and turns like we've never seen. That's what we need to understand. Some people might not know about what Merlin wanted to try to achieve, but as enthusiasts like myself, we want to see something cool and unique. But it just mind blowing. I was like, wow. And I keep saying wow, it just gets me every time. Just can't wait to get back on it after close season, hopefully, which I will be. So yeah. I think Thorpe Park is like the UK. The future is looking good for what Thorpe Park have got in line. Like exciting times. They're going to be, obviously now they want to deliver more top class visitors and top class attractions in time. It's just the beginning. So yeah, I believe now we've got the team, they've got the people, they've got the success in their hands, they've got the people that understand their products and what they're looking for. I think they take people's feedback very interestingly, seriously, which is great. And I think it's important. Like all the years, I always dreamed about, Thorpe Park should have a soundtrack. They did. They got a soundtrack you could buy at Hyperia Online now, which is the first time you could buy for Hyperia on Amazon, Apple Play, Spotify. Always wanted merchandises of my own favourite choice. And every season I buy so much merch, it's ridiculous. But it's a good thing because they want to invest more. The more money they get from people buying merch, it takes them to better quality and invest new attractions for good merch as well. And I care because I want to wear it. Like Hyperia, for example, I care for Hyperia merch this year and bought so many because I was kind of part of it. And being part of it, like construction side, giving you updates, being there countless of times amongst work during different weathers, I was exhausted and be on a one show, promote the ride with the press, opening day, first public train. There were so many list of things I'd valid for that ride. Stealth was big at the time, but this is good. This is good. I know it soon be, but I know it's soon. But what do you think when for? I don't really know when we get a new coaster, but it can't be long. I certainly do not want to see another 12 years of waiting. I think, for what I understand, there won't be even that long again. You think Mandra Mayhem was like, was it last time was 19 years since a coaster, and then now they're looking at another coaster at Chessington. When the plans got revealed, I was like, oh my god, they actually want to get another coaster now. That's what was so like wow. I was more surprised that just to want another coaster. I was like, this is good news, but very impressive. Because I thought that's it. We're not going to get another coaster at Chesterton for a while. But then all of a sudden, recently, we had some news that Chesterton want to plan another coaster of some kind. So I'm just so glad Merlin have spent a bit more on something, especially they did with Hyperia. Scott O'Neill, CEO for Merlin. What a cool guy he is, and I remember speaking to him at the press night for Hyperia. I said to him, "What's next after Hyperia? What's the ambitious?" He said, "Well, we're going to go taller and faster. We're going to make it more welcoming and make it the best." And Scott was such a genuine cool guy. He'd be happy to talk to anyone. And I think to believe in that kind of statement, he wants to see more of these kind of rides in the UK. And I literally just amazed. And the feedback, I was so happy to be part of it, really. And yeah. Yeah, Scott's a cool guy. I like Scott O'Neill. Really cool guy. And I was so excited to see him because I watched a lot of people's enthusiast of Mandalay Hem Press Day. And I just felt this connection with this guy, what he says about what he wants to bring to these parks and what he wants to bring on the map for the UK resorts. Yeah, he's definitely doing something good. So yeah, I'm very pleased for him, and he definitely cares for his people as well, which I'm so pleased as well. And yeah, I'm just glad that Scott's got a bigger picture in front of him, what he would like to see at full par, what he wants to do with Adam Merlin attractions. And I went to Madame Tussauds recently, and then I could notice there's so much investment to improve attractions to make me want to go back in that kind of exciting vibe. But I couldn't do it every day with Madame Tussauds, but every now and then, like once a well, not once a week, like once a year, every 6 months, just give it time. But it does work. But I'm very pleased what we got in line. But yeah, what's next for? But yeah, I'm pleased that we've got Scott O'Neill into the reality of theme park industry because he's doing something good right now. Did anyone else sit the entirely? I couldn't sit and watch. Now, can you imagine doing all that challenge? I can't imagine. Did you manage to do the London Dungeons when you went to London? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to London Dungeons on Monday. Went well. We did 4 Merlin attractions. We did London Dungeons, London Eye, Madame Tussauds. See, oh, hold on. So I went to, oh, blimey, I've got to remember now. We did 4 things. Went to Aquarium, Dungeons, London Eye, Madame Tussauds. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, all those 4 things I've done. But yeah, we've got some exciting stuff. We did that Monday. Went to Abbey Road Studios as well. Much as not Merlin attractions, but famous Abbey Road Studios where the Beatles record their Abbey Road's album, 1969. Yeah. I think it's about 65. No, not 65, sorry. 55 years since they've done it now. But yeah. Do you think Universal will influence Merlin to... we'll have to wait and see. But I would think so. We'll just have to wait and see. But because it's industry theme parks, I'm sure they will. I believe they will. So just see what happens, really. Any questions to do with Hyperia before we come off tonight? Thank you so much for coming on tonight, by the way. It was very short last minute, but I thought 6 months, share memorable experiences, discuss about your memories from the day opening, what's been your favourite part of the season when it opened, and what's next, really. My live stream's not the best, but a simple basics, but discussions are different. So yeah, I will come off in 5 minutes. Yeah, I did see something about this. So someone just said, favourite piece of a Hyperia merch? Hoodies, anything with Hyperia on. My first one is my jacket one, Hyperia embroidered jacket. There's a name for it, I've forgotten it. Oh, forgotten it. But I bought so many good things. Hyperia hoodies, clothings, bottle, pink, purple one I enjoyed. But I literally had to think about it. I was like, I like this. It makes me feel like Ribena kind of vibes. I loved it. And poster came eventually towards the end. I've got to say, I like these. I've got magnets. Sorry, one of my magnets. So I've got this one. That's really cool. God, it's really sticky, strong. That's interesting. That came off. Oh. That's interesting. That did just come off. To find out, I need to get some glue on this. Well, that's definitely stuck in now. Yeah, it needs to be extra glue, I think. But yeah, sorry about this. I have that magnet. It's such a good design. It's really cool. I saw that in a minute. Sorry. One of the magnets at the back just come off. But yeah, in case you didn't know, I've mentioned in my videos, but this Mac Rides train is actually the concept design as they were designing it. So that was actually one of the Merlin Magic's design concepts as they were doing it. So it's pretty cool. Gotta say, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's all now. Oh, see it? So, where is that gone? It's really bizarre. This is really bad timing. I do apologise. Those magnets are great, I have to admit. Keyrings are good. I do have one. I'm keeping that somewhere. I've got a box of Hyperia stuff by Mac Rides. I've got Mac Ride box. I've got wood as well. Are you able to get the Hyperia? Oh, good question. Oh, yeah, I read something about fast tracks online. Fast tracks next year. Now, unlimited. What does it say? Because next year could be very different. It's too early on yet. So yeah, I would say wait till next year when they reveal more plans and announcements, because I read something, but now it's closed season now. I would say give it to January. Yeah, I did see. I read something about Hyperia fast tracked and stuff, but yeah. But yeah, I think that's everything. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on. Be on an hour exactly now, so I've got to call it a day. Wow, can you believe 6 months, and it's still amazing addition. I won't forget it. Hyperia opening day, opening successful times. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have to wait and see what future's got on the channel. Really, I've tried lots of different things to be what I'm doing now. Really, it's crazy times. Do they have a pass holidays next year? So I have no idea. Not my place to say. I don't know, but I think this year wasn't the year for people that wanted to know about no Merlin pass holders this year, but because Hyperia was such a success, who knows? But I think they called it off this year, which was a good shout because the hype for Hyperia was all about that. So who knows? It might go back into it. I don't know. I don't know what the population was like when they last did it. Was it as popular? Was it good? But now Hyperia opening now, hopefully they might get people in. Hopefully, I don't know. They probably take people's feedbacks. I don't know what the percentage or plans are. Like I said, I need to come off now. Save my breath. I've talked too much for the last hour, and thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for coming on. This is it. Really? 6 months. 6 months later, it'd be a year since Hyperia opened to the public. John Burton was there. What a day it was. Met the builders. I've just met so many people throughout this journey of Hyperia construction. So thanks to Beanie, thanks to J&O for being in contact with me, and Thorpe Park. I'd like to thank, me and Jack being on the site together after the crest being put into place. I'd like to thank you all for support, and I'd love to continue more of these kind of updates in the future. But if I get involved, I'd love to see what happens next. It's all about trust. If Thorpe Park really have got trust in me for the next ideas, because I've got lots of ideas, but it's all about could they allow me to do things in the future. But it's not my place to say. It's a business environment, but it's also a fun place to have a time to be on the rides of the dream country reality of Hyperia. So yes, have a golden beer on me, not on you, but I will have a beer for you instead. That's what you meant to say. I'll have a beer for you. But anyway, have a good evening. I'm gonna watch On Celebrity, and see you all later. Thank you so much. Been on 6 months' time for the anniversary, and I'll probably do another anniversary video for something else in time. But in time now, please enjoy yourselves. Christmas Eve is a month to go to that from now. Woo! Christmas a month tomorrow. Mad, isn't it? What a golden year has been. Hyperia has been a successful one. But for now, have a good evening, like I said, and have a good night. Thanks so much for tonight. Stay safe and enjoy what you're doing. See you later. Can't believe it's been 6 months.